Hey, I'm Bradley,
I'm Peter.
and we're the Who's'em and Odoms, and welcome to our home.
Come on in.
Here we are in our entrance. This spot specifically is a transition point between the actual entrance and the living room. One of my favorite places, the living room. Here, it's just such a mix of all of our favorite things. Obviously, we're always hanging out here on this day bed. This is Jacques Annette, French designer. Found this in Paris, and I called home immediately and was like, we have to have this.
This is probably like one of the spaces that we hang out most of the time. There are a lot of pieces that we collected over time, but also that we designed. It's the space where we entertain a lot. It is a very multifunctional space where we have our morning coffee on the day bed or when we download in the evening.
Or Peter's in the kitchen and I'm hanging out here because I don't cook. And then as we move into the dining room, this is where we really have a mix of all the things that we love. Rocio Rodriguez is a Cuban artist and was probably some of the first pieces of art that I ever purchased.
Yeah, and then other pieces that we found during our High Point visits, this lion console that adds like a beautiful texture to the space. But it's a cool space where we mix old and new.
And this space for me is like never about anything being precious. The patina gets a little crazier after every party, and it's okay. That's part of the beauty.
Now we are in our downstairs bathroom, which is tight space. It doesn't have any windows, but we have art, of course. We basically kept the vanity existing, but we didn't really like the front of the cabinets. So we added this striped coffee curtain, or it's actually a cafe curtain.
Cafe curtain. This is also where the two aesthetics sort of come together, where the rest of the place is sort of light and airy. This is where I get my moody. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? So this is where we have a little bar area set up, and then where Peter does all of his delicious skipping.
It's a pretty small kitchen, but coming from Europe, you don't really need that huge of a stove. It's open to the living space. So even when we entertain, we still have some connection with our guests and can entertain at the same time.
Upstairs, we have our bedroom and our closet. So we created this gallery wall that has this great reflection from all the sun. And it's especially cool when it's storming and you have all this action happening out there. The dogs freak out, but it's a cool space. And bed is from a High Point vendor from Varellin, and then nightstands that we sell at Dixon Rye. Taking a look in our closet here, we added all of these white oak doors because in a loft space, it's typically all open and lofty. Maybe you can guess whose side is whose. Peter likes his side very
organized.
Where mine, maybe not so much.
Both worked in fashion. We're both very design-driven people. We just love spending money for clothes as well. Yeah, we found this table, first travels to High Point, and it was one of our first purchases. We wanted to find somewhat a divider, but it ended up very functional as well because you can drop your laundry, close the doors, and go on with your day.